I'd like to welcome all of you to Farm View 2012 here at the Ferg and Forgey's Riverview Dairy Farm. I'm Dave Forgey, my wife Helen, and Scott Darla and Allison Ferg. The cows are out grazing on perennial pasture, which is made up mostly of orchard grass and red and white clovers. Extremely high quality feed. You can see it's lush and green, and the cows are very happy to eat that. It really balances their ration almost naturally. Cows come from a natural environment, and that is really putting cows back out in a natural environment. We bring them in twice a day to milk. They come in about 2 in the afternoon. We start milking about 2:30. We milk the cows and they go back out, and then they'll be brought in again 4:30 the next morning. And we actually start about 3:30, but about 4:30 we'll be beginning to milk the cows again.
But before the milk parlor, it's now time for a milk minute.
Most of the cows on our farm will produce about 5 to 6 gallon jugs per day of milk per cow. Some of the dairies that are in confinement can certainly get higher production because their cows have feed in front of them every minute. They don't have to walk to the pasture. And there are cows in those groups that can produce up to 10 gallon jugs of milk per day. So a gallon jug is a good comparison. When you bring that gallon home from the grocery, realize that my cows will produce 5 to 6 of those per day, each cow. And we milk 260. Brandon's bringing them in, lining them up, getting ready for milking the whole herd. As you look down the aisle, you'll see over 30 cows coming in at one time. They're eating grain up here out of the green feeders. We clean the udders, prep them. The cows are milked. You can see the milk coming from the cow in the globe there on the milker. When the cow's done, the guys take the milkers off and then dip the cows with an iodine solution so it protects their teats from getting contamination until the next milking.
Before we head to the milk house, now it's time for another Milk Minute.
Well, certainly the milk that you get from the processing plants today comes from many dairy farmers. There are 4 dairy farms here in Cass County. That milk goes onto a truck and is taken to a processing plant nearby. It could be the Dean plant in Rochester. It could be the Nestle plant in Indianapolis. It could be a Dean's plant also in Huntington, Indiana. But that milk is put together. It's sampled before it leaves the farm to be sure that it is pure. It is sampled again before the truck is unloaded. They want to make sure that there are no contaminants in milk, and so there's lots and lots of sampling done with the milk that leaves this farm before it comes to you, the consumer. We're in the milk house where the milk is stored. This is the recording information that keeps track of how cool the milk is. You can see right now the milk in the tank is 38 degrees. It comes in through a large plate cooler up here that runs cold water through that cooler. It separates the milk from the water. Then it drops into the tank, which cools the milk right on down. The milk truck comes every other day and picks up our milk to take it to the processing plant. You can see the milk going up the tube right now. See the calibrations on the stainless steel. From those calibrations, we can calculate how much milk is in the tank. An electric pump then sucks the milk out. Today, right now, it's going to a Dean's plant in Huntington, Indiana for fluid milk.
Thanks for watching Farm View. We hope you enjoyed A Day at the Farm. Purdue University is an equal access, equal opportunity institution. This video was paid for by a grant from Indiana Family of Farmers and produced by Walton Webcasting.